Hello guys, this is Pap from Pap back at it again, and today we have a video, another Revolution the Flare, so I guess we're gonna have fun until we can, because this makes literally every archetype playable, and this, as you may have seen from the thumbnail, is one that a lot of people wanted to be playable, and I think I found a way. So as you may have seen in the stream already of yesterday, that took place yesterday, this works. Of course, it's not a tier 1 deck, it's not even a tier 2 deck. Now the question is, could you reach COG with this? Maybe at the end of the month you could, just because of how strong it is going second with the flare stuff. But what's good about this deck is that, of course, easy access to Necro Volley and easy access to Necro Volley can shut down a lot of decks when you go first. So against most decks, Necro Volley on the field plus one other interruption, as you will see in the replays, is just enough to get the win, basically. As you actually saw during the stream, we faced the shuttle player and he didn't even try, he just scooped. So before jumping right into it, guys, just a quick reminder, if you enjoy the content, please leave a like and subscribe. I really appreciate it and it really helps me a lot. Let's jump right into it. So I'm here with, of course, Sherry and these new deck, Revolution the Flares. Of course, we're talking about Gravekeepers. So easy access to Necro Volley. Now this build made a lot of you have some doubts about it, because we were playing Magicalized Fusion in a deck that goes straight away to Necro Volley. So the question is, how do you use Magicalized Fusion under Necro Volley? Well, the combo is happening before you activate Necro Volley. Necro Volley is just the last card you play for your board. So it's not a crazy board, like your only interruption is going to be the Kuroko, but what is good about this is that you're gonna have a Necro Volley that can be destroyed by card effects, because you're gonna have the Supernaturalist, and then what's good about this is that you're gonna have triple draw. So you're gonna draw one card out of Stardust Charge Warrior, plus double draw plus out of Croco Dragon, and that's super nice. Now you can decide to play even more cards, like for example staples. Of course, this is all room for staples, but the thing is, yep, you might have more solutions to specific plays or to other plays, but of course you're gonna reduce the consistency, because what's the problem of this deck? The problem is that without the Magicalized Fusion, you can't go into Supernaturalist. Yep, I know I could play the Spiritualist to Fusion Summon, but it's just not what your normal summon is going to be, because if you normal summon the Spiritualist, well, and you use that to Fusion Summon, you have nothing to synchro summon with, and that's what has to happen in order for you to draw and to set up the Kuroko on the field. So that's why, of course, no Spiritualist, and yeah, you can play more back rows, but these will drastically reduce the chances of you opening the Magicalized Fusion. So it's up to you. Of course, keep in mind, these two guys are spellcasters, of course, as well as the Supernaturalist. Of course, Soch the Flare and Sorcerer are spellcasters as well. There's a total of 5, so Quintet Magician makes sense to destroy everything, but also if you don't want to destroy everything, you can just summon him by using more copies of Soch the Flare, more copies of Gravekeeper's Abdomen. Keep in mind, as a follow-up, it makes sense, because if your opponent breaks your board, it's usually because he found a way to get rid of Necro Volley. Usually, if your opponent does not find a way to get rid of Necro Volley, you're gonna have your board safe. That's usually what happens, that's why you're chilling. For the extra deck, guys, so these two are mandatory. This is your turn 2 going second, super nice play if you want to have it. Then we have Nightmare Phoenix, Genetic Link, Dingirsu, because we have a lot of level 8, easily summonable, a couple of Supernaturalists, one Quintet, and that's it. And that's it, guys. So Don't forget the Treacherous response summon when you go second if you need it. I actually think I forgot about it when I went against Unchained, and this was super good actually. And still, guys, that's it for the explanation. Of course, stay tuned for the replays where I'm gonna show you the main combo going first, and I mean going second, it just depends on which you need to get rid of, but going first, the combo is pretty nice. You have once if you have full combo with Headman and Commandant both, or if you just have one of the two is fine. Basically, if you just have one of the two, it means you draw one card less. It means you draw one card out of Stardust Charge Warrior and one card out of Kuroko Dragon. Instead, if you have both, you're gonna draw one card of Stardust Charge Warrior as always, and two cards out of Kuroko Dragon. Anyway, guys, if you have any questions, don't forget to drop them in the comment section down below, and let's jump right into the replays. Here we go, my boys. First replay going first. Shiranui here. So, Necrovalley, of course. In example like this, guys, is what I meant. This is the perfect example of what I meant when I said that there are duels when just playing Necrovalley would mean win. Just that. So this is one of the examples. As you can see, no double Gravekeeper, we just have Headman. So this is not the full main combo, but as you can see, it just changed one card less. So we draw one less card, that's it. So as you can see, with this skill, we change the level of Headman to 2, and that happens always. So if you happen to have both the Gravekeepers in hand or just one, you always want to change the level of Headman to 2 with the skill. Then in this case, because it was only Headman, with the effect of Necro Synchron, you bring that up to 4, so you can go Synchro Summon into Stardust Charge, then Necro Synchron bringing out the bulb, getting the Commandant here now to get the Necro Volley. Then at this point, Revolution the Flare to send the bulb to grave and have the level 8. Then bulb coming back, Synchro Summon into Kuroko Dragon, bringing out another draw. Then Magicalized Fusion first to summon the Supernaturalist, and in the end, you use Necro Volley. Don't forget the effect of Supernaturalist that will grab a card in the end phase, not only for follow-up, guys, but also because you want to have cards in your hand to discard for Kuroko Dragon. So there you go, and it's him to go. Guess what? He started with Typhoon, but he soon realized that he can't pop it because Supernaturalist make it indestructible by card effects, and then he scooped. That's how you do it, my boys. There you go. Second duel, my boys, we have Yubel here. Don't think it's Secret Beast though. So we got the Gravekeepers, as you can see, full combo right now because we have the Headman and the Commandant. So what you want to see here is to discard the Commandant to have it in the grave so that you can bring it back with the effect of Headman. Then skill to get the Necro Synchro, change the level of the Headman to 2, another Commandant, and as you can see, straight away into Stardust Charge Warrior, drawing a card, plus Necro Synchron summoning the bulb. At this point, after you draw one, you Synchro Summon with all 3 of them into Kuroko that provides 2 more draws. Magicalized Fusion is here, so we can summon the Supernaturalist, and effect of Supernaturalist, and in the end, you activate Necro Volley. That's it. So one more card, we're chilling. So let's see what he has. He's got Unchained. So now Unchained is another deck that suffers from Necro Volley because they can special summon from grave, then can recycle stuff from grave to hand. So that's super nice. He's got a set card, then Arua to pop it and special summon the Arua as Escape of Unchained plus Unchained Soul coming out, as you can see. So he's got the summon of the Unchained Soul of Disaster. He used the effect to link summon with my Kuroko Dragon, and I just chained the effect of Kuroko, so we pop it and he doesn't link summon. So he's got the normal summon here, Sarama to set this back from the grave, but guess what? Necro Volley just negates that, so we can't set that. See, Link Summon into Ungish, Link Tree, getting rid of my Supernaturalist, and it's got the Abomination, so it's gonna pop that. And unfortunately, as you can see, if he breaks the board, in the end, he popped also the Necro Valley, so that is not a problem. At this point, Magicalized Fusion, first Bulb, and I milled exactly a Spellcaster. That is what I needed there to have basically 5. So first I started with Necro Valley Throne to get the Headman, so I got basically 5 different Spellcaster. So Headman here to get the Commandant back. Then we send the Headman to grave to use the other part of the skill that we didn't use the first turn. Magicalized Fusion, 5 different Spellcaster into Quintet Magician that pops everything, and then another Necro Valley again, and we can just go for lethal. That's how you do it, my boys. There you go. Third duel, my boys. Let's see what we have. It's us going first, and we do have the combo because it's Necro Valley Throne plus Commandant. Of course, Throne is just a searcher of any Gravekeeper, so there you go. We also have already the Magicalized Fusion, so we're chilling. Starting, of course, as I told you, with Commandant discarded, then Headman to bring it back, skill to send the Sorcerer de Fleur back to deck, changing the level of Headman to 2, first Synchro Summoning to Stardust Charge, first draw, plus summoning the Bulb, of course. Then we have the triple Synchro Summon into Kurako, drawing 2 more cards, and then this was unlucky, guys, because we have all the 3 Sorcerer de Fleur in hand, so this means that next turn, if you want to use the second part of the skill, we just can't. Jeez. So we got the Supernaturalist coming out, using the effect, 1 more card in hand, and then Necro Valley to finish this board. I know it's not that crazy of a board because it's just 1 interruption basically, but what's good is that this Necro Valley cannot be destroyed by card effect. So your opponent either has a Cosmic Cyclone or a non-destruction removal. It's not super easy, you know. So it's got trap checks here, so nice because they get stuff from grave, so that's super nice. So it's got the Mermelio, as you can see, getting the Treacherous trap hole, then the skill to play a trap tricks from their hand, and he actually had this that he can activate a whole normal trap card from his hand, so he went straight away into Treacherous. But guess what, this boy can't be destroyed by card effects, plus I chained Kurako to pop 1 of his level 4s, so he can't Xyz summon. Then he got the boost with the action. This was an action duel, and triple set. We got Necro Valley Throne to begin with, getting another Headman back. Then Supernaturalist has got the breakthrough skill, that's not that much of a problem. Still, we got the normal summon of Sorcerer de Fleur. That doesn't get anything because it's negated by Necro Valley, but we can still attack nicely. I kept this in defense because I was afraid of that anything would happen, but guess what? It could do nothing with the graveyard just blocked. That's how you do it, my boys. There you go. Here we go, my boys, for duel against Bakura and zombies. This would have been a perfect end, and also super good going first against zombies that, of course, need the graveyard more than everything else. But he went first, so he could set up all of his board, but that is not a problem, as you will see. So it's got the Energy Biscuits plus the trap card also. So he's got the Bad Lodge coming back, but guess what? We just have Sorcerer de Fleur to get rid of the field spell, so we're chilling. At this point, Necro Fleur bringing out the Sorcerer, Xyz summon into Dingirsu to get rid of the back row. As you can see right there, there was actually a Super Poly. Then we can go straight away with our combo, Commandant to get the Necro Valley, Throne to get the Headman, and then straight away into their stuff, sending the Bulb back to the deck, luckily to get the Necro Synchro Summon, Stardust Charge, first draw, then Bulb, then actually Necro Synchron bringing out the Bulb, and 2 more draws with the Croco Dragon. That's simply lovely. Look at this. Then we got Magicalized Fusion, and he didn't want to go further, he just scooped. That's how you do it, my boys. There you go. Here we go, my boys, going second against, I think it's another Unchained deck, probably. Let's see, I'm right. So, Abomination's Prison to begin with. It's got the Aruha, then a set card with the effect of Aruha to pop it. So, it's got double special summon. One is Aruha and the other one is Unchained, an Unchained monster. Sarama to bring back the trap card. And then, as you can see, it's got also set. And now, don't pay attention to my misplay. I wasn't paying attention to his turn 1, so I mean, if I had to pop a back row, I should have popped this one, right? But I went with this because I was not paying attention during his turn 1. So it's us to go first. We got the Soch de Flare, and I popped the wrong one, as you can see. So I triggered his drop card to special summon something else. That was bad thing, of course, but still, we got the Sorcerer coming out. Stealing the Arua to make it basically a level 8 with the skill. Then Xyz summon into Dingirsu. I want, of course, getting rid of the other back row, and this is kind of a problem, probably. I mean, I should have gone into Treacherous there, probably would have been the best thing, but in the end, it was a good thing, because he had effect failure, so super nice. Negated Dingirsu, still okay. I decided to go into Phoenix, Link Summon, discarding the Commandant to pop the back row that was the Ice Dragon Prison, so nice. Then Throne to get another Commandant so we can have access to our Necro Volley. Then we can go straight away with our combo. Of course, this means Headman, reviving the Commandant, Necro Synchron, changing level of Headman, then Synchro Summon into Stardust Charge Warrior, drawing the first card, plus summoning the Bulb. Let's see what we draw. We drew another Necro Volley, then Croco Dragon is here, getting a double draw. Here comes the Magicalized Fusion to go into the Supernaturalist, then Supernaturalist to get the odd in the end phase, then Necro Volley also, and I used Pierce. Not I think it was needed, but still, action card. I won with the first attack. He had one less monster because he was afraid of losing just because of piercing damage. So he won with that guy, actually. Super bad because this can link summon with my boys, but still, he's got the we got the Supernaturalist effect in the end phase, so we got 3 cards in end. Let's see what he has. He got the effect of Disaster. We had to chain the Croco to avoid that happening. So he's got also now the Wonder Chance, so he can attack 2 times. After he destroys a monster. He's got a back row and he's just getting rid of both my monsters. But I'm in a good spot right now because I still have my Necro Volley. This guy can be destroyed by card effects. This card neither, so we're chilling, right? So look at this draw. We got the Soch de Flare, and now this is another very cool interaction. Because these 2 guys can't be destroyed by card effects, you can target them with Soch de Flare, and they will not be destroyed. So I targeted my old Supernaturalist and the monster because I knew this was probably it was either an Unchained card that can pop stuff but we don't care, or it could be an Ice Dragon Prison that can't be used under Necro Volley because you can't bring back stuff from grave when there's Necro Volley. So I went for the monster, and guess what? I was right, I got the Adman, but I didn't summon it because I just have a little with this. That's how you do it, my boys. There you go. So I hope all of the Gravekeepers fan are happy with this, because I think this is the only playable way for Gravekeepers. It's actually a good deck, in my opinion. Again, at the end of the month, you should be able to cog with this. Again, the triple draw makes you you have 6 Searcher Necro Volley plus 2 Necro Volley itself. 2 are just fine. Don't play 3, it's just too much. And you have 8 Necro Volley basically in the deck, plus triple draws going first. Or actually, a minimum or double draw. So it's almost a guaranteed way to have access to Necro Volley. And yeah, I love this. Again, as I told you at the beginning of the video, guys, this only has a bad matchup. And it's basically all the decks that do not rely on the graveyard are a bad matchup with this. Because Necro Volley is just the main floodgate you can have with this. It's your main defense. And if a deck does not rely on the graveyard, the Necro Volley just becomes useless. That's the problem. That's why we have problem against Secret Beast, because Secret Beast, to establish their board, they do not need Necro Volley, they do not need the graveyard. Anyway, guys, hope everything was clear. Of course, if you have any questions, don't forget to drop them in the comment section down below. Thanks a lot for watching, and as always, see you in the next one.